Hello, all. I am going to do my first reading. This is Lady Scarlet, and I'm going to start with Taurus because that is my sign, and I happen to know it really, really well. So I'm going to do a reading. We're coming on the full moon for Leo, so I thought I would just do a reading, just kind of a general reading. So there might be some things coming up like career, love, those kinds of things. I have quite a few decks here, so I'll try to remember to put those in the description, the different decks that I use. Um, and my Welcome to Night Vale deck has been reading pretty well lately, so I thought that I would start with that, and I'll kind of explain my spread as I go along. So here we go. I know for Taurians lately, if you happen to have a runner, you might be a little bit frustrated because there's been a lot of slow moving energy. Some of you may have heard from someone recently, but you're probably were dissatisfied. Some of you may have felt a little bit played with, or it might feel more like friend energy rather than lover energy. They might, have someone else that they're paying attention to, and so you might feel like you've been put on a back burner, and so conflict comes right out. You do have Ace of Cups in the home spot, though, so some of you might be in relationships currently, um, or you might have new love coming to you. So, at the bottom of the deck is a Ten of Cups. So some of you, for those of you who aren't interested in someone else, you might be in a relationship. Yeah, some of you, Ten of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So some of you might be just chilling at home. There's the Hermit card as well. Some of you might just be chilling at home, having a great time and enjoying it, and not having any drama, and maybe a little bored though, and maybe looking for some excitement. I know some of us Taurians have been kind of hermitizing a little bit, as I say. Um, so there have been some internal conflicts or some conflicts with other folks recently. Um, I'm going to clarify also with my Jane Austen deck, which I recently got when I was traveling down in New Orleans. I love this deck. On the back of it, it says, "A truth universally acknowledged," which I like. So, anyway, right here in your current or recent past, there's the Five of Wands card. So, this is what I talk about, recent conflicts, or and for Taurians, it can go either way. I mean, sometimes we're in that energy of we want that stability. And so, we might be having conflicts with other people, or we might really just be having that conflict with ourselves of do we want to bring that up to other people. But we can go either way. It really depends on our moon sign. I'm Sag moon, and so I'm a lover, not a fighter in a lot of cases. And so you might be, if your moon sign is one that's a lover, not a fighter, it might be more of an internal struggle where you just keep the peace. And so if you're one of those, you might be really quiet, okay? In your home spot, there's an Ace of Cups. And so you might be turning to more self love. I know I've done that in the recent, month and a half or so, where I just said, I'm going to turn the attention to me because I often show love to everyone and not to myself. And so I've really been focusing on myself lately and saying, I give love to everyone else. It's sometimes time to show that to me. And so I've been spending a lot of time adjusting my diet, my nutrition, and spending time, in meditation and yoga and working on chakras and learning and things like that. So, near future, is Queen of Wands upside down. And now, I know us Taurian folks, the Queen of Wands upside can be kind of the flaky person. So if this is you and you are the Queen of Wands upside down, because look, Taurians are, you know, we're Venus walking, we're sexy. So if you're Queen of Wands upside down, I think that it's just like you're not being flaky. You're being, you're you're being more socially committed is what I think, or what I'm seeing. It is just you're being more committed to socially engaging with people rather than flaking out on things. And when you were more, staying to yourself, you were kind of flaking out on commitments because it was just taking too much of your energy. So in the recent past, now connector to your outcome, you've got the upside down King of Wands. So I think that there was somebody, some flaky dude, you know, or flaky person that you're like, eh. But they're upside down right now, so maybe they're realizing that they can't be flaky with you. They've got to be real. And I'll say for Taurus, like you got to come correct. Like you can't be flaky with a Taurian. We don't really like that. I mean, you can't bullshit the bull, right? So, we just don't like that. We like honesty. So, I think that this person, whoever this is, it's the King of Wands, but it could be, either gender. It's somebody who's been flaky, and also, it's a wand. So we'll clarify because wands imply some kind of trickery or magic sometimes, and so we'll dig into that. But again, this is my Welcome to Night Vale. If you ever listen to that podcast, it's a great podcast. But King of Wands, here he is, but he's upside down in this read. So anyway, so and then we've got Ten of Pentacles upside down. So ooh, Taurians do not like having our pentacles messed with, right? This is Ten of Pentacles card, and we don't like our pentacles messed with. So you're worried about your financial future, and so that implies to me that you've been working on your financial stability, and maybe that's why you've been kind of cozy at home, but you're really feeling like you need to be more social. So that tells me that you're really trying to protect your financial security and you've been worried about it. But we'll clarify more on that. And your outcome is the star upside down. I'm going to show it to you upright just because I love these cards so much and I want you to see them. So the star upside down in your outcome, and that tells me that you're shh, you're really working on your wish fulfillment, okay? And so you are working on getting this direction, but we're going to clarify again, okay, with the Jane Austen deck and see what appears. All right? So, here we go. We're going to clarify with Miss Jane Austen over here. I've already pre-shuffled these. And so I just want you to know that. I'm going to shuffle them here just for clarification. Thank you, angel, spirit guides, and ancestors. Can you clarify this Five of Wands for Taurus, please? Give me a few cards for Taurus. Five of Wands. Clarification. You'll hear me hush my dog because she barks anytime that dogs in our neighborhood. We live way out in the country and there's tons of dogs, and so she will bark every time that anybody comes into our yard because she is a good girl and she likes to make sure that we know that we're protected. And so I don't want to get onto her and be mad at her for trying to protect her property, okay? Because she is a good girl, and she's my little, she is a 5-year-old Jack Russell Terrier, and she really keeps us safe out here. So I don't want to be too mean to my sweet baby, but if you listen to my intro, I told you that you will hear and see my animals sometimes in my videos. Because I have a tiny house and there is no way that I can get complete privacy when I'm doing things. So, here we go. Here's another Dax, hush, baby. give me one more card to clarify. There we go. One more card to clarify. All right, so um, I just get a sense you're going to get a lot of people in this read. So this conflict, there's an Ace of Cups coming in, but it's an upside down King of Cups. And then you've got the Knight of Swords coming in. So the upside down King of Cups, and then this Knight of Swords, and then the Ace of Cups. And so the energy is two different people. One of them, this King of Cups, I feel like this person recently is out of a relationship, and so they're not feeling super lovey, but they're going to come in wanting something with you. Um, the Knight of Swords is, he's pretty fast moving. He, she, whoever. And is going to be like full of energy, okay? Full of energy, and really honest and tell you, like, I'm interested in you. This person's going to be more romantic and be like, hey, let's spend some time getting to know each other, because they're a little more cautious, but they're also really sweet. And so again, Taurus, you're really magnetic right now, and so you're going to be attracting folks. And so this might be this conflict, right? Is which one of all of these people that you're drawing to you, who are you going to choose, or are you going to choose any of them? Because you're kind of in this moment of, as I said, focusing on yourself. I mean, this is in your home spot, so it's not like, people are just going to show up, and, well, they might show up on your doorstep. I mean, right? I live way out in the middle of nowhere, so if people are showing up on my doorstep, there's, going to be a 911 call. But, for some of you, if you live in the middle of town, that might actually occur if you have a lot of get-togethers at your house or something. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Can we clarify the Ace of Cups for Taurus, please? I do get a sense that this Ace of Cups in the home spot is really about, self-care and taking care of yourself and doing nice things for yourself, and, maybe splurging a little bit on, some things that, like maybe you just weren't doing that for a while. Maybe you weren't taking care of yourself properly, or you were working really, really hard. Like I said, you've been kind of worried about your own financial security. And so it's kind of a call to buckle up and okay, so there's a Two of Cups, so that's definitely something in a celebration. Some of you might be getting married or engaged, which, congratulations if you are. That's awesome. Happy for you. That's the case. I mean, you getting down on your knee, or getting a big old shiny ring of some kind. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune and Ten of Cups. In this deck, in the Jane Austen deck, the Wheel of Fortune is the Ten of Cups. And so that absolutely, for some of you, looks like, getting it all. Getting the family, getting the marriage. I even get a sense that some of you might be having a baby. Like, I'm just getting some energy of that. So here we go. Ace of Cups in the Welcome to Night Vale deck. Two of Cups in this Jane Austen deck. Four of Wands. And the Ten of Cups, which is also the Wheel of Fortune. And remember, the Wheel of Fortune, is you getting your destiny, right? It's a card of destiny. It's a card of things coming to you that you've earned or that you deserve, right? So let's clarify this Queen of Wands in the near future, and then we'll clarify our connector cards. I'm also getting this energy of this being somebody, maybe a friend that maybe did some misdeeds, which is interesting because you've also got this King of Wands over here, which very well could be the same person or a connected person. This very well could be a couple who is connected. For some of you, um, you know, not out of the realm of possibility, right? Um, doesn't have to be for all of you, but it very well could be. They're both upside down. They're both wands. They're both flaky, but they also, you know, upside down would mean they have figured out that they didn't behave in the appropriate way towards you, and they know they got to fix that. You know, it also could be that, you know, one of these is you upside down, and the other one could be somebody that you're in a relationship of some kind with, and the behaviors have changed for both of you, and you've kind of figured out that that didn't work, you know. So we've got the Seven of Swords upside down, which is also the Chariot in this deck upside down. And so that means that things have slowed down, right? Or it, you know, if it's the Seven of Swords upside down, it could mean that some things have come to light, or that people are behaving better, right? Um, and then you've got the Magician. I would tell you that this, with the Queen of Wands and the Magician and the Seven of Swords, is somebody did some magic and now they're trying to fix it. They know, or their magic is coming back upon them, karma, right? Um, with that, you have the Seven of Pentacles upside down, and that is timing is off. Timing is off. And it very could also mean, you know, usually that's kind of like the harvest, or the seeds have been planted. And in this case, it's coming back at you. I mean, if you look at this card, you know, she's an archer. That would be kind of like the arrow going backwards, right? The arrow's backwards. It's coming right back at you like a boomerang. So that's an interesting situation, you know, and you know, and also, you know, there's the two sevens there. You know, if you think about, you know, luck, um, I mean, I always think whenever I see sevens that it's possible that, you know, look, this one, two sevens on the King of Wands too, right? So the King of Wands upside down gets the Tower and Six of Wands upside down. So no victory here, right? That's basically either not the success that they wanted or a failure, but it's also the Tower is not as bad of a situation as it could have been, like a dodged a bullet, if you will. But then you have the Seven of Wands upside down. So, you know, that could be not having to defend yourself, or maybe going on the offensive instead of the defensive. Um, and then Seven of Cups upside down. So it's like, you know, almost to me, this feels like, I mean, it's all the cups are upside down. I have no options anymore. I've run out of options. I've run out of ways to defend myself. And so I almost feel like this might be the same person. Like this just happened. Now they're getting their karma, right? They did this bad magic and now they're getting their stuff. And this could also, I'm not saying that somebody was actually doing spell work. It could be that they were intending for things to come against you. It also could be that they were spying on you, or they were talking about you, and that now they're getting their karma for that, right? When we talk bad about people, when we intend for things to bad to happen, like if you're gossiping about people at work and you're saying, oh, so and so did this, and you're saying that they did stuff that they didn't do, that will come back upon you. Okay, that's bad karma. That's technically like dark magic, right? When you are doing something shady, it will come back upon you. But I get a real sense of spying, and like somebody like lighting candles at night saying, you know, I hope that, you know, LadySkarlette's husband cheats on her and she's really unhappy and that she doesn't make any money in her new business. Like I'm getting like a real energy like that somebody did that kind of thing to you. And now, guess what? Their business isn't making money. Their boyfriend's cheating on them or whatever. Like it's things like that are happening. And so, you know, at the bottom of the deck too is the Three of Cups upside down. Like their cups are all empty at this point. They're not partying no more because they don't have any money. They done run out of it. Their Eight of Pentacles are all upside down, so their work isn't as successful. So, I mean, yeah, be careful with your words, folks, because they do have power, right? You know, sticks and stones break bones, but words definitely do hurt as well. Okay, I mean, we need to be careful with what we intend to happen to people. That's why gossip and slander can be dangerous for people. Ten of Pentacles upside down as well, and this is what I talked about, like that maybe you're feeling protective of your money. That's the feeling I get from it. Not, and you know, you might be having financial difficulties. I almost feel like it might be from an investment that you made, though, and it's not that necessarily that you're super struggling, but that you've just been working really hard to maybe build, and that you feel broke. Because when a Taurus feels broke, it's a different than other people feeling broke. Okay, other people might feel broke whenever they have $50 in a bank account, but a Taurus feels broke if they don't have money in savings. A Taurus feels broke if they can't, if they have to budget differently, or they can't go out to eat with their friends or whatever. It's Taurians look at money differently. It's a legacy. It's having a stable foundation, and so that's a huge part. I'm not saying that Taurians are necessarily materialistic. I mean, certainly some of us are. But it's about all Taurians feel like they're providers for their family. So, um, but I do feel like you all have maybe been feeling a little bit distraught about your money situation, and maybe even in the whole last 6 months or year that you've been really worried about being able to provide for your family. I mean, there's two fives here, and that tells me that it's temporary. It's gonna change. It is gonna change. Your pentacles are gonna get better. Um, so this is the Five of Cups, and it says, "You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope." But this is about your money, okay? So even though you're worried about it, you're still hopeful. This is the Hierophant, but it's also Five of Pentacles. So your money, it's been wintry, okay? It's been wintry, but the sun is around the corner because you have two fives here. Two fives means it's a temporary thing. It's going to change sometime soon because you're focused on that. You are working hard. Now remember, pentacles are slow moving cards. Remember, investments sometimes take a little while to pay. Ooh, look, Queen of Pentacles you're upside down about it. You're upside down with money. So maybe you've taken out a loan, maybe you've started a business of some kind. But look, you have partnerships here that's upright, and partnerships are going to help you out. I really feel like some kind of partnership is going to help you with your money. Maybe somebody's going to invest in your business, or somebody's going to help you out, or something's going to come, some change is going to happen with partnerships, or maybe this is a partnership that offers you some kind of promotion, okay? Star card upside down in the outcome. I don't want to sugarcoat too much for you because I know that it's not all, wine and roses all the time for everybody. We do struggle through financial hardships. I mean, I certainly have. I started a business a little over a year ago, and we have struggled financially a little bit with getting things started. I mean, that first year that you start a business can be pretty rough. We were lucky to have a partner come in and help, fortify. But that doesn't mean that it's always, peachy. It can be a struggle sometimes. So, but I would say that we're still afloat, and we're still doing okay. So we're fortunate in that we still have a roof over our head and food to eat. So thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. Can you please guide Taurus, clarify the star upside down from us, please, with the Jane Austen deck, a lovely Jane Austen deck. Woo. They come flying out. All right. So, there's some information coming to you, some messages. You have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Hanged Man upside down, which is also the Two of Swords upside down. And the Two of Swords is about things that are hidden, or a decision that needs to be made. It can also sometimes be about balance. And so, you obviously, if you've had some financial difficulties and some love difficulties, you might be feeling out of balance. But I really do believe that this is information coming to you, which, if your star is upside down, it means that this might be some hurtful information coming to you. And whereas you want to hear it, I get this feeling of closure from it. So even though it's not a wish fulfilled, it's not a wish not fulfilled. I get a real sense of closure from it. And, you know, look, you're magical. You know, it's, you're going to figure it out. And, you know, the star, even the star reversed isn't necessarily negative, okay? The star reversed just means that it's not complete fulfillment, or it could be delayed wish fulfillment. But it's still something that's not completely negative, and you know, and that you're going to get through this, and it's probably information that you have been waiting on, and so it will be more of a closure situation. Just give me one more card for the outcome, please. Ooh, thank you. Okay, so you've got the devil upside down and five of wands. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is just clarifying that this is some kind of conflict that you've been in, and you ain't, as I heard somebody say earlier, you ain't dancing with the devil anymore. You've released something, and then you're going to get some information that is going to help you with closure. This is going to help you. This is while it does not feel great to hear, you have the Ace of Wands, which is the strength card in this deck. And so this is really giving you your power back to give its closure. It's going to give you good information at the beginning, right? You have the magic wand, you know. And while you may be struggling with the pentacles right now, this tells me that you're going to take your power back, right? Um, and I really feel that there was some, you know, I don't like to really use that term third party situation, but I really feel like there maybe were a couple of people, a couple or something that was kind of messing with you. But there is judgment coming. This is coming to a close for you. It is an ending, and you're gonna get this comeuppance, right? You're gonna get the glow up, you know, and offers coming to you. Things that were hidden are going to come to light, and you're going to get the truth. And I think, you know, for me particularly, I really like when I get the truth. It makes me very happy, and I feel like I can move forward with my life. I'm going to use, this is a personal deck that I made, and it's kind of like an oracle deck. And so I'm going to use that to clarify some of these situations. I'm going to see about this conflict with these possible new loves for those of you who are interested in new loves. So can you clarify the Ace of Cups and King of Cups for me, please, for the Taurians? Thank you, angel spirit guides and ancestors. Ooh. Ooh, one of them is saying no, run the other direction. One of them is a divine counterpart, and the other one thinks very highly of themselves. So one of them, literally, okay, it's the Kendrick Lamar humble card. So it's sit down, bitch, be humble. Take a step back and no, run the other direction. And the other one is a divine counterpart. It's the Beatles song In My Life. That's like good stuff right there. So I think, you know, you're going to know the difference, honestly. One of them is not going to be real honest, okay? They're going to be a player. They're just going to be a player, okay? Let's clarify the home spot. Let's see here. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune, I think is the best card to clarify there. Let's see what's going on with this Wheel of Fortune. What's coming? You know, I think of Wheel of Fortune as like major destiny stuff happening. And the home spot looks so pretty, like all the good things happening. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Whew, there is somebody watching. Somebody's spying on you. It's probably that flaky couple we were talking about, you know. Some envy there. Oh, one of them is probably a Libra. Libra energy. That's the Opal or Libra card. So I'll show you someone's spine card. It's a keyhole. It also says look deeper, okay? So you might feel like somebody's been paying attention to you, and so just look deeper. Okay. I think about you often. At times I can't sleep. There's a Libra that's watching you that is maybe a little obsessive. I'd like to clarify this Seven of Swords and Magician. I kind of want to know what's up with this shady situation over here. It's a little too many, so let's try that again. Those all wanted to jump out. Let's try that again. If they're meant to jump out, they'll jump out again. I looked at them, so we'll see. So you got foundation. You know, so this is the root chakra card. Let's see what pops out, because that tells me, like, I got a real, like, they know where you live kind of vibe from that. And because that one showed up in your home spot, like, they've been in your home, whoever this is. They've been in your home, and probably because they were invited, okay? Not not that they've, like, broken in. But close enough that they've been invited to your home. So it's people that you know. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Can you please clarify this reversed Seven of Swords for me? Okay, so Cancer energy here. It's the Moonstone card. Sympathy for the devil. I mean, okay, look, if we need to be, this is Rolling Stone sympathy for the devil card. What's confusing you is the nature of my game. This person's just like this. Also got the Moldavite card. That's kind of like the Tower card, right? Moldavite is like big transformative change energy, okay? Some people can't even be around Moldavite. And I would say that this tells me that maybe you've had a hard time being around this person's energy lately. Like you're just avoiding them. And because you can't be around the nature of their game. Like you can't be around that shady shit. You don't want to be around it. And so you haven't been. Let's clarify this other wands over here. This other one that was that it feels very attached to that. And just see what shows up for them. Where they had this upside down victory card. Thank you, angel, spirit guides, and ancestors. Please clarify the Tower in reverse. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So another earth sign. Call to action. So this is somebody who probably has some trauma. Like with a broken wing, a bird can still sing but may need healing before flying to freedom. This is somebody who leaned on you. This is somebody who leaned on you a lot. I love you unconditionally. Super depressed kind of person. They got the Don't Follow by Alice in Chains card. Blackbird by the Beatles. Like they've been hurt. This might have been somebody that you really cared for and you were a very healing energy for. And you know what I'm feeling is that maybe these two people were together and you really helped them. And there's some kind of envy, jealousy kind of feeling because one of them got closer to you. And anyway, I'm just saying there's some deep connections there, okay? Let's clarify this Pentacles situation and see if what's going to happen with the money situation. What's going to happen with this money situation? Is it temporary? What kind of change are we going to have? What advice do we have? Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Please guide Taurians. What's going to happen with the money situation? And so it's saying just be confident. Be confident. Your personal power, you know, you've got a lot of personal power. I mean, you're a bull, right? Don't poke the bull. We get up, we work hard, we got amazing work ethic. I mean, we can be lazy, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to our money, we will find a way to protect our security, right? Thank you, angel, spirit guides, and ancestors. Can you please guide Taurus? Special shout out to Archangel Michael for his guidance. Um, okay, you've maybe been a little bit foolish. I hate to say that because, we don't like to be foolish with our money. We really don't. But maybe you've had fun, and maybe you do need to have some fun. This is the Fool in the Rain Led Zeppelin card. And so, look, you know what you have been doing. You either haven't been having fun and been working too hard and haven't been enjoying your hard work, or maybe you've been having too much fun. And I think that I think it's either or for you all. Okay, I know that last year I worked constantly and I never had fun, and so I've been taking time to have more fun, and I've actually been more productive at work. So you're one of the two. You know who you are. I'd like to have one more card about advice for Taurus about their money. I apologize if you hear my daughter's weird videos she's watching in the background. She's in another room, but I can hear it. Threw me out a lot of cards. So Aries energy, this is the diamond card. And so let me just read to you fearlessness, okay? Faithfulness, manifestation, abundance, fortitude. I think those things are really important, those qualities. Soul connection, you know, it also is a call to think about obsessions and addictions. This is the Can't Feel My Face by the Weekend card. Um, you know, Maybe there are some things that you need to walk away from, negative attachments and such. And so, look, I can't speak for every single one of you. You know if this resonates with you. There may have been some things that were holding you back that you were negatively attached to. I'm getting a sense that maybe somebody was gambling. Um, Maybe don't go to the casino. Maybe don't do all the sports betting. I know we got the Super Bowl coming up, right? Just maybe think about how you're spending your money, okay? Um, all right, for the outcome, we've got this two. I'm going to clarify the Two of Swords in reverse because this seems to me like information coming out. So I really want to know, like, do we know what this information coming out is? Like, what's that about? Thank you, spirit guides. Ooh, that was a lot. That's a lot of cards. Actually, that is 5. Let's look at them and see if they make sense. Ooh. You know what? They'll come back out if they're supposed to. Because I'm just getting this feeling that you're going to get some information that really, like, I feel like you're going to be like, too little, too late, dude, or chickie. I'm done, moved on, because I'm focusing on me, my money, and my stuff, and again, it's dropping like all these cards. But this one, okay, yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. Family secrets, old secrets come out, shame, fear, regret, hidden magic. And remember, what did I say? There's hidden stuff coming out, and that one's just absolutely verifying. It might be a call to really just be patient, right? I mean, look, bulls can be patient. We can be patient if we know, right? Thank you, angel, spirit guides, and ancestors. Can you please tell my Taurians what's up with we don't talk about Bruno? Soul star chakra, past lives, soul's destiny. This seems maybe like a karmic situation. This card is about, your soul star chakra is about your karmic blueprint. So past lives. So whoever this is that was hiding things from you, such as how they felt about you or maybe playing you, is somebody that you have some kind of karma with. And what I would tell you is it's karma that has to be healed. And so you might do some soul searching about what that might be about. It might be an Akashic record kind of thing. It might be, maybe you need a personal reading from somebody who can identify spirit guides. or something such like that. Or if you have the ability to do that, or if you know what your spirit guides are, you might do some searching there. Can I get another card to identify if this is a karmic connection? Please. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. Can you please guide Taurus and give us another card to clarify if this is a karmic connection, a soulmate? Whew, there was a bunch of cards. We're not going to take those, but there's only a few here. Look, I deserve the best. You absolutely do. And I think you know that. Also, heart chakra, and that, this is Taurus energy. Love and money, the emerald, heart chakra, care, generosity, higher energy, truth, perspective. I think that's kind of telling you, like, you absolutely know that this is some kind of connection. Can we clarify the soul star chakra, please? I think that it's connecting that, like, you already know through your intuition. Because on here it also says universal love and divine love. So I just feel like you probably already have made that connection. You also got the amethyst, which is Aquarius energy. And so relief, stress, and anxiety, purification, connection to spirit, serenity, understanding, trust, and grace. I really feel like that's kind of solidifying that you absolutely know that it's somebody that you have karma with. Can I get one more card clarifying the Aquarius energy, the amethyst card? Thank you, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Okay, look. I attract that which I deserve from the universe. That is the karma card. Look, if people aren't coming at you correct, they will get their karma, and you will get yours. And if you are doing the right thing, you're going to get that which you deserve from the universe. And I think my Taurians watching this absolutely know that. So, um, yeah, I think you know that. I think you know that you've got good stuff coming and that you've done the work. Um, and I know my Taurians. We're hard workers. We love hard. We play hard. We work hard. Um, we can be very practical and logical, but we're also very romantic. I mean, we are, the sign of, we're under Venus, we like quality, not quantity, but we can be magnets for people a lot of times. And so, check out your, if you know what your moon sign, rising sign are, check those out. There's a lot of places online where you can look at your birth chart, and that might be a good thing for you to do if you don't know those things. And then you might, check out some of the other reads based on your moon sign and such, right? So I think that's good for you to know. I'm going to pull an animal totem for you as well. And we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to ask for one, but you never know, right? Can we pull an animal totem for Taurus, please? Thank you, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Can we please pull an animal totem for Taurus? Woo! I got a bunch, but I'm going to take the furthest one because the other ones were in a pile. You got hawk. Healing, vision, rebirth, spirituality. There are many species of hawk, each with its own legends and associated folklore. The birds have symbolized healing, freedom, vision, and rebirth. In Egyptian mythology, Isis, the goddess of abundance and fertility, assumes the shape of a hawk as she gives birth to her son Horus, who then dies and is reborn. She also becomes a hawk to join her husband Osiris in the underworld. Native Americans associate the hawk with potent magic and use its feathers in healing rituals and in ceremonies to bring rain. And I would tell you that, maybe you should be watching for hawks, or even, just birds in general, or feathers, right? So also, I'm going to pull some runes for you and see. I'm going to pull 3 runes. I have to get my rune book out because I can remember most of what the runes are, but I don't remember specifically what they mean exactly. And sometimes they will tell you what they mean together, and I'm trying to remember everything that they mean these days. So it's been a long time since I've read runes, so I'm getting to know them again. But you do have some good ones, so I'll say that. So Thurizaz, it's in reverse. So Thurizaz reverse though. Um, it can't. Thurizaz is one of those reversed. It's still, it can't really be bad. Okay. You're set on a course of action, um, but also you might not heed the advice in the reading that you've just heard. Haha. Um, you're also kind of full of yourself right now. I'll say this. When we are resonating at high energy, when we're in kind of like what's called like that Empress energy or that divine feminine, we can be kind of full of ourselves, but we're Taurus. We're we're earth angels, and we can be very full of ourselves sometimes. Um, if it's not generated from us and our experience, a lot of times we can do that. So the consequences of blindly following our own path are can get worse if this rune is in reverse, okay? So it can mean that your luck can run out and we need to be more cautious in this time, okay? But it also might mean that you feel threatened by someone that you perceive as weaker or subordinate to you in some case. But this is protection and luck. Thurisaz is always protection and luck. And it can also be unexpected good luck. All right. So take care just to have some caution in this time whenever you see Thurisaz, okay? Because it while it might mean good luck, it's also like not luck that necessarily lasts long. So don't put all of your eggs in one basket with that, okay? Let me find Tyr here. Tyr is upright, and that's very good. That actually kind of cancels out some of the reversal of the other one. I know that. Let me get to it, though. I'm going to have to make me a little cheat sheet for my runes so I don't have to flip through the book so much. So, Tyr is a great rune of victory. Success in any competition. Competitive spirit is embodied in this rune as in no other, and it will probably permeate in your life for the duration of the reading. So this reading duration is, I mean, everybody's on a different timeline, so it could be a week to a month or so. The rune can indicate that you're about to take up a cause or have already done so. Usually concerns the forces of fair play versus the forces of unjust oppression. You're ready to fight for what you believe in, no matter what the odds. And depending on the other runes, of course, you will probably succeed. So remember, you do have the other rune that says, you know, if you're running on a short run of good luck, you might just say that act now, but be cautious. Um, but this is a rune of extreme motivation. And remember, you are a bull, so we do sometimes go charging in, right? Um, so it can show an increase in money or power. Um, this is basically a rise up in the world through your own ability and strength of character, okay? Excellent omen in all questions of love and relationships indicates a timely new romance filled with happiness and passion. It's mainly a masculine rune. It represents the male querent in most rune casts, but if the querent is female, it indicates the most important man in her life, the one she's interested in the most. So, okay, might not be the person you're with, it might be the person that you're most interested in, okay, or the one you think about the most. It usually will be the newest person to enter her life, the new flame over the old, so to speak, the lover rather than the husband, okay? Wink, wink. If Tyr is upright, this man's intentions are good, but if reversed, he may not be being totally honest with you. And in this case, it's upright, so um, if the querent is male, it's usually indicative of his strength of will. If the querent is female, the rune can also indicate a man who will come to her aid in troubles at hand. He will always be someone she respects or looks up to in some way. You know, it could be a father, for instance, or a grandpa. In a woman's rune cast, when Tyr is paired with, well, we don't have that rune in here, so. It also indicates a quick recovery from illness. And then we've got the rune Othel, and it's reverse. So let me find it. And Othel reverse is actually, it means kind of delay and frustration. But because you've got Tyr upright, um, that's going to take away from some of that. So, but I will tell you that in this situation, it's like you can't buy your way out of a problem, okay? The legal system can't really help you out of this situation. It's something that you're going to have to just like come to it correctly, okay? Um, Trying to buck the system or turn it to your advantage is really fruitless. You need to like do the right thing. And I would expect that Taurians would do the right thing, honestly. We don't really cut corners necessarily anyway. We are pretty ethical, hardworking kind of folk. So those are the runes. I'm also going to pull a couple of fairy oracle cards. These are my fairy dust cards, and they're super cute. And I just got them, so I'm going to pull a couple of these, and then I'll say adios after that. Um, can I please get a couple of fairy cards for my Taurians, please? And here we go. So we've got, you're on the right path. So the way ahead is clear and true. You've chosen the right path for you. That's one. Lead the way. Take the reins today. Others will follow if you lead the way. Sounds like some of you have some great ideas and you need to take the lead. Peace. Friends and family and those who care, peace is yours today to share. I mean, look, these are great. So, thank you all for joining me. I also want to give you like the one on the bottom, right? We got to know the one on the bottom. Music is the one on the bottom. Fairies dance in the green hollow where the music plays, joy will follow. So if you've been a little bit in your head, maybe put on, Dance Monkey or something and dance around. Whatever your favorite dance song is. And I hope you have a lovely day. You all have a wonderful one, and I hope to see you soon, my lovely Taurians. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.